Good evening everyone, welcome to the stream. I wish everyone a wonderful and a happy Sunday evening. For some already Monday morning. So today we are flying here from Narita in Japan to Osaka in Japan as well. And we do that with the recently released ATR 42/72. And we'll do a little flight with that one. And we will see what are the good, the bad and ugly. I see that Dexter is already here. Also Dexter is flying with me. He's flying with the 737-800. So yeah, there will be a little bit of a speed difference, but that's alright. So this is the airport here in Narita, Japan. And this is a payware airport. Also our destination airport is payware. That's Osaka, if I pronounce that correctly. So there we have Mr. Dexter in the 737 from Anna. So that is his plane. I think that's all of the pilots here today that fly with me. Dexter, you didn't thought of that speed difference. Yeah, no problem, mate. No problem. Michael, hey there. Oh, alright. Welcome to the stream, mate. Hope you are doing fine. And also, Dexter, I hope you are doing fine, mate. I will put the webcam on so you can see me. There you go. And today we had also a live stream at the airport here in Brussels, but I don't know what they are doing. It's already the whole weekend that they are changing the runways all the time. So normally I went to Grimbergen and General Aviation Airport today, but this morning I saw that all the departures and arrivals were on runway 25 left. So that's a runway where we mostly are located, and I make use of that. Once I came there, it was changed to a 01 for landings and 07 right for departure. So I said that's also okay. But then after a few minutes into the stream, they changed everything to a 07 left for arrivals and departures, and then back to 07 right for departures. Yeah, in the afternoon it changed again. So Dexter, maybe I put in a hold at some point, yeah, or fly as slow as possible. That would be fine as well, I believe. Just try it out. I will check the speed with you once we are flying, and then yeah. Michael, so we're just flying the ATR today. I'm flying that one. You fly whatever you want. Also, Dexter is flying the Boeing 737-800. Sorry. Yeah, but we have a speed difference. So also today we're using this here, a NEWSKY, our virtual airline. I have 26 packs on board, and yeah, we make a big loss. But that's okay. And so we go here. That's our loss that we make. A lot. You see the dip here. And then actually I need to go to my flight, and then I can prepare my flight. So I will start the flight. There we go. We'll start flight. In the meantime, I also will tell some things about the ATR. So the ATR, it's not my, from the outside, and especially the front here, it's not my favorite looking plane. On the screenshot or the thumbnail that I took, it was something like this, and it looked much better. So there's about flight level 200, so 20,000 feet. Also not so high. Michael, yeah, I believe the 737 will be quicker a little bit, yeah. So except that so just we have a little bit of wind, and you see sometimes the plane a bit moving. There was another airport before the weekend that I tested it out, and actually the whole plane was moving. Yeah, it goes off its line, the back goes to the right. That's not realistic, so then it does do something about that. So then we can jump into the plane. So far I like the plane very much. It's 1999 if you have the standard version of Microsoft, and 12.99 if you have a higher version of the simulator. So for that price, I think it's a good deal, but there are still some problems. We will come to that shortly. Michael, yeah, it's not the prettiest aircraft, but I still respect it. I love to see them in real life. Yes, me too. Me too. And the same here. It's not the prettiest, but alright. It's fine for me. So we have the EFB here. For the payload, we cannot click in or just cannot do anything on the weight. Just info we can use. Performance, I didn't check that out actually. And then aircraft, we have the ground power. We can open the doors, but we don't use GSX today. It's not working. I have no clue what is going on. So main door we can do as well. Service door, and then maintenance. I didn't use that. And then the options to put everything in what you like: Celsius, Fahrenheit, kilograms, things like that. Also throttle setup. And the throttle is very sensitive. You will see that shortly. Dexter, you prefer the longer version? Yeah. Well, we will come to that once we have a flight for it. This model, I think it's okay. The older one is a bit too long, but it's just a preference. Dexter, but I don't remember having seen so much response on the internet towards the release of this plane. Yeah. I think a lot of peeps have been waiting for the plane, such as this opening original road, yes, or woods. So this we were actually missing in the simulator. So we will start everything up, and we just do that. Battery is on. Now we wait a little bit, and then we can go to external power. We have that 2 times, so it's available. We click that on. Also this one. And then actually we go from the left, fuel pumps, and then we can turn on everything what we want. We have no GPU, so this not yet. And then we can, beacon light is already on, so it's actually called on dark state, and the beacon and navigation lights are already on. Then we can hydraulic power, this will go on fault. Those can we turn on as well. We arm this seatbelt sign on, and no smoking, I think it is. And then oxygen, there we go. Temperature, we put it a bit lower. There we go. So that's everything for now what we need to do right here, and then we can go to the FMC or the MCDU, sorry. Go to the init, position, and then we copy this one, GPS position, and we place it right here, and then we click, and we go return. Nav data we don't need, and then the flight plan. So it's not SimBrief integrated originally. They will fix it, but there is also a workaround with it, but I didn't do that. Dexter often compared the CRG, somewhat same developer, but the CRG is still 40 pounds here, not 1675, yeah. So actually the workaround is with the CRG, because it's the same system. So if you need actually to load every flight plan into your CRG, and then you can also use it here, but how it just works, I don't know. I didn't want to try it. Dexter, with Boss Productions, how do you find the different procedures and then on the ATR is starting up and stuff. It's pretty okay. It's pretty easy. Yeah, what we did now, it's working fine. Yeah, I have no problems with that. It's a fun plane to fly. I like to fly it. It flies great. Yeah, but everything is fine. I still need to learn some things. I was also checking out how you can check your plan. Found that already now. So we go to the route. We will go step by step, and everywhere we come, I will give a little bit of explanation: the good, bad, the ugly, if there are. So here we put just our departure airport. So that's RJAA, and then slash RG for the destination. So RJOO. That's Osaka. We put that here, and then we go for our flight number is Wittable's Productions actually. So W, and it's a bit disturbing or difficult for me. Some letters are smaller and a circle around it, and then I always need to search for those. So the W the same. So WPA, that's what we use, and then 65D, that's our flight number, Wittable's Productions Airline. So then we can execute. All right, and then we go here. Runway of departure today is 16R. So we click right here. 16R comes here. We go to the second page, and then we go to Pico K2, and that's this one. And we execute. Next page for arrival, and that is 32 left. So that's ILS 32 left, and then we go to Ikoma or Ikome, this one, and then we execute. Everyone, RS, hi all, welcome to the stream, mate. Hope you are doing fine. So thank you for joining, and happy Sunday for you, last day of the week or weekend. So after we did that, you need to be very careful if you put in something, because it will break. So the set airways, don't put them in, because it will break everything and you can restart your flight, because nothing will happen anymore. I had a two waypoints, so well, check out. So I need to put in everything in manual. So to Pigot we have everything. So from Pigot we go to Tokis. So it will take a little bit of time. Tokis, but I need to do that first. If I do something else wrong, I need to restart everything. So I want to do that as quickly as possible, and to make sure everything is fine. Otherwise we need to restart. So Tokis, and then Cedri. Cedri. And those are all working. Then Elnest. I will not demonstrate how you break it. Then Ibeno. There we go. Now we have the next. Tom. So, and TO. Then H. And then ME. We'll put that here. Then we go to Kowa. And the H. W. and A. That one. Then we pass top of descent, and then we go to A ODI or something. So OH and D AI. So those normally it goes fine. Then we have UPUC. So this one we can clear that one. Mirai, that's alright. Abeno. So we don't have that Abeno. Oh yeah, we have that right here. Then Ikoma, that's also fine. But then the problem is if Nathan, we can also use that, I believe. Nathan. Nathan. Let me check. Nathan we can put right here. And then we have the last one, and that's MA and 32 left. MA and 32 left. And that should work as well. And it's RG, that's how you can see everything RG, and the others are not correct, but you can see it on this RG, and that is correct. Alright, so we can execute this. And then we go here, we click one time, and then we have our flight plan, and we can actually go to the next, and then we see step by step all the waypoints. So, and that is looking alright. Okay, so we have another waypoint that I could put in. For example, 30 LOC, so 30 lock. If I put that in, everything breaks. So that is what it is. There are some others as well that I tried, and then it breaks, and you can restart your flight because nothing will work anymore. Yeah, you can click on it on your screen to change your plan. So this is the flight plan actually, and then this is what you use normally. Also depending where you click, I think, because you can have also other screens at home. Don't remember. Carwin Dave said, good morning from Christchurch, New Zealand. How come you are doing it Sunday evening? Because I have a holiday. So that's why. So welcome, Carwin. Yeah, hope you are doing fine, and a very good morning, Monday morning to you. So yeah, I have a holiday today, and also tomorrow, because it's Labor Day tomorrow. So that's what it is. Okay, so we cannot put any data in the payload here, so we need to do that in the CDU, and I already forgot how to do that. So we go to performance, that are the V-speed, and there was something else that I needed to do actually, and I already forgot. Progress, data. Now we go back to menu. Here we go, init page, the weights. Here we need to go. So for the weight, if we I don't know if that will be correct, the zero fuel weight. If you just keep it pushing for a few seconds, then everything comes in. But I think you need to change everything right here. So we'll check with SimBrief. I have SimBrief loaded for this one. And then let me check. Payload. So that's a 14 known estimate, zero fuel weight. That would be alright. Okay, so that is what it is. Now we have also the numbers right here. Once you put it in the MCU, it will also appear right here. So set. There we go. So we are done here. So we can close the main door, cargo door, wheel shocks, and the ground power can go as well normally. Oh, what I did. Give me ground power back. I thought we had like external power. Oh yeah, we had the external power. That's very stupid of me. Cabin Davis on Saturday, Singapore Airlines A350 had to defer to Batam as it was flying to Singapore from Christchurch, New Zealand, but deferred there. Okay. And do you know what the problem was? So during the flight we will also do a cabin tour and stuff like that, and if you have questions, ask. I cannot answer everything because it's also a very new for me, but oh yeah, we have this. We cannot move our throttles as long this is not forwarded. We need to do it actually like this, and then we can do it forward, and then we can use this. Throttles are very sensitive. It's very hard to put them in the exact position. There is a bit of a click thing, but it's very sensitive. So here it clicks in it, but very sensitive. So, and also if I do it totally back, where actually my idle position is on my Honeycomb throttle quadrant, then actually you put the thrust reversers on. A way to avoid that is this handle here, and then you cannot put it in thrust reverse. Oh, reverse thrusters. Yes. So that is on this thing 4. Right. For now we will do that. Clicky. And there we go. Also, those levers you fly all the time in auto. Well, actually, don't need to set them. I just once click them to in auto position, and it will be fine. You will never use it others than that. Okay. So what time we have? 25. We have still a little bit of time. We don't do a pushback today because GSX is not working, so we will use the thrust reversers to go backwards. We need to go with the tail to the right, so we need to go that way to 16 right, I believe it is. So Carwin Nook Night today? No, I didn't see him yet. Carwin might be an engine failure or a medical. So okay, so we do a little cabin tour for the people that like to see it. So we go right here, and then we can open this door. It's a double door actually, and then we can come into the cargo door actually. And yeah, it's a bit weird here, but we can also open this door here, and then we can go into the passenger's cabin. And sometimes you get a little bit stuck. So this is the passenger's cabin. Oh yeah, I'm stuck sometimes. I need to be going into the middle. So it looks nice. Maybe not the best, but everything is pretty sharp. Oh yeah, all the signs are very sharp, so that's very nice. You cannot manipulate anything here. So this is our cabin for today. Also those things here, there you cannot use them, nothing. Window blinds also not. I have a view here, programmed, and a view here. Actually I have all the views already set up. Alright, so back to the cockpit, and I believe we have done everything. That's for our takeoff data. Alright, so what else we need to do? We go here, so the 3 speeds are also in. That's automatically. And everything is here. Flight cruising altitude is right here, 20,000 feet. So everything is done. You can also turn this one on. To turn it on, actually you need to click on this button here. So to make it more bright, then it goes on. Radar, we can turn it on. And all those knobs, I don't know for what it is. Maybe for the screens or something. Alright. And we have also things here that you can press for the oxygen. Also this can go open and you can manipulate those things as well. So for the price, I think it's a nice plane, and it's nice to fly the plane. Really nice plane to fly. Of course there are some issues still, or bugs, or things that are not working properly, but I hope they will solve that problem as soon, or those problems. Alright, so it's 29. I need to see what time I programmed my flight. So 1940, so we have still 10 minutes to prepare. So Dexter, how far are you, mate? Dexter, difficult for me to judge when I should start my APU. You can do, mate, you can start your APU. We have 10 minutes, so start your APU. When you are ready, I am ready. So ready to start APU, so that is nice. So we have no APU right here in the plane. So actually we can directly start our engines. And it's already a few days ago that I did that. So hopefully I still know what I need to do. I'm actually looking, so just going to start A and B, and then push the button right here and everything will start up. So no problems there, as long as the fuel pumps are on. So you see that the plane is already moved a bit. If there is more wind, the back actually will move more to this side. That is not happening in real life. Also, this you can move normally. Yes, I think it's going very slowly. You can also open this. Don't know what that is. Document door. You can manipulate this. I will not do it. This can go, and then what else we have? Steep approach on. Flight director. And captain a loudspeaker. can set our barrel as well, and then also our altimeter, so we can set altitude to 20,000 feet. You can follow that right here. 10,000 feet, so we go to 20,000 feet. I think 25,000 is the maximum cruise, if I'm not mistaken. So 20,000 feet. Flight directory is on. And then we can also put navigation, VNAV, IS. Alright. So that is a set as well. Also, we have no auto throttle, but we have powering management things like in the 146. So that's MGT, and this is for takeoff. And if you look closer, so we have MCT, then for climb mode and cruise mode, and actually that works pretty nice. Had no problems with it. So, and then final cockpit preparation 1 of 2. I don't know, but I need to change on that. And director is pushing back, so we have 34. I will wait until 35, and then I start engines, and then we will use the reverse thrust to and go backwards. So you need to push back tail to the, for me, right hand. So flight director is on. Okay, so time to start our engines. How we do that? You just put this to start A and B, and then we do start engine number 2, and engine number 2 should be starting. So start, and then we can add the fuel as well. And now our engine is running. There we go. And then we can do the same for engine number 1. We do a push right here. Right. Why that is not working? And one thing I forgot to check is how much fuel we have on board. Fuel weight only 2,276. Is that correct? Yes, that's okay. I need 2,155, so that is okay. And I'm not used to those low fuel numbers. Okay, so what is the problem here? Why we cannot start engine number 1? There we go. We go to start B then, and engine number 1 is starting up. And then we can also add fuel. No, not that way. It's not the first time I have this. Great. There, that's what we need. We put it in auto and everything should be fine. And then we a last check right here. All right. Thermal power can go off. I think I did something wrong here. Before it was working. No. We turn that off. Logo light on. Okay, so we push back, or we do just a thrust reverse, and we do that like this. And we actually need to do this. And parking brake we can turn off. And it's very sensitive, the throttles, so I'm really struggling with that. I don't know when you put it in idle or not. That's a bit an issue. So one thing I can do now is put this on again, and then everything can go into idle without using thrust reverse. So Dexter, I think we need to go the other side. And I need to check the map for that. Yeah. So I think you need to turn around for 1-6 right. So that's the runway that I have. But it's not a problem because we can just go here, I believe.
Narita ground Juliet Alpha 04 Juliet Charlie with Mike request taxi for takeoff departing
If you go just here, then you don't need to turn around.
Juliet Alpha 04 Juliet Charlie taxi 2 and hold
when they give me the other side, of course. We set flaps to stand 1. I don't know what number it is.
Taxi 2 and hold short runway tree for left via taxiway whiskey 7
And we
whiskey
taxi
whiskey
to our
12
runway
Alpha
16 right.
Juliet Charlie.
We ignore the instructions of ATC. Also, if I push a left to see a left on my joystick with like with other airplanes, it looks to the right. and if I do looking to the right, it looks to the left. So if you put it in idle, you have a pressure problem or warnings. So if you throttle up a bit, then it should be fine. So it makes it a little bit difficult to taxi, to find the correct power setting actually. So we taxi to the runway. Did we use the taxi light? There we go. So it has some shortcomings, but it's a nice plane to fly. I like it. Maybe not the most beautiful plane on Earth, but also interior or the cockpit, maybe not the most beautiful, but it flies quite well. Next, sadly, when I am further away from your ATR, the livery it gets lost, and all I see is a pink checkered board texture. Oh, really? I cannot see that, but that is not a good thing. So for the people that have this plane, yeah, just be careful when you put your flight plan in, because if you sometimes a waypoint or airway will not work and will break your MCDU, and you can start over, so reload or restart the flight, and then you can go again. So I think the ATR will be very popular. Yeah, for sure, if they update it a bit more and fix the bugs and make it a bit better, yeah, and integrate SimBrief and stuff like that, then it should be a very popular plane. Yes, especially for the price. If they level it a little bit up, the quality of the plane, then it's a great plane for that price. Yeah. The extra bugs will be fixed, I'm sure. Yeah, I think so, and I hope so, of course. Now there is something on my in front of me that is not on my plan. Thank you, little nav map. So we cannot pass here actually. So we need to go into the left and use the taxiway there, because that was not on my map. My excuse. So the layout is a little bit different than in the sim than on my map actually. So it's a little bit laggy. Is Michael flying today? So we're all short here, and then we prepare for a takeoff. So that's done. What else we need? Those lights. And also a strobe light on. Wing light we don't need. And then we can go to the runway. Flaps are set normally. Check that. And extra, you're going a bit back, and you don't want to go over the grass. The last time that caused me to crash. Okay, no problem. So now this is a big airport, a lot of runway. For this plane we don't need a lot of runway. It will take off very easily. We have only 26 people on board, so I wish we could integrate that more exactly. So hopefully that comes soon. There we have a director, so we give him a bit of space. Okay, we bring it to a stop. If my plane wants to stop, of course. Since my brakes are not working anymore. Great. Parking brake. Why my brakes are not working? Probably because I have no pressure. Hydraulic pressure, something is wrong with that. Even Pro Gamer, hi, welcome to the stream. Hope you are doing fine. So what is the problem with that pressure thing here? The first time I have that, of course, in the live stream. Why is that? I have no clue. Dexter is ready, so we will see what that will give. Okay, so I have an issue right here. Last time I didn't have that. Okay, so there we go, guys, ready for takeoff. We are rolling. Try to keep it in the center line. The numbers are very small, so I cannot read V1 and stuff. So we will see. They will take off. There we go. Positive rate of climb. Gear up, and we are flying, guys.
For Juliet Charlie, you are not cleared to take off.
Tokyo approach Juliet Alpha 04 Juliet Charlie is type 1 miles southwest of Narita 400 feet. Request flight following.
Juliet Alpha 04, Juliet Charlie Tokyo approach. Squawk 0057.
Squawk 0057 for Juliet Charlie.
And we are flying. There we go.
Juliet Charlie radar, contact 2 miles south of Narita
the director is rolling as well.
QNH 29.80.
Roger 4 Juliet Charlie.
So we go actually to climb mode. There we go. I reduce the throttle a bit. So it's pretty easy to fly actually, and the power management is also pretty easy. I thought it would be much more difficult, but it seems to be fine. So the director is in the air as well. And then we can check right here some views. And that are all the views that I prepared. So we have the exact speed 160. It's indicated here, so that is right. Almost 4,000 feet. We can go a little bit faster, more power. Now we should climb a bit faster, I believe. And it's getting very dark. The director is at 2,400 feet. We'll also set our clock, and that's actually already ticking. So for landing now, that thing is pushed in, so we cannot use the reverse thrusters when we pushed in this, and if we pull it out we can use it for a landing. And Carvin Davis, hi Evan Pro Gamer, I'm back from my shower. Okay, welcome back, mate. Your hot shower, always nice. So we have LNAV, VNAV, a good thing, so it will descend automatically. So we're going to Aspen, and if we go to the progress page right here, then you see that we have 22 nautical miles to go. It seems that the top of descent, top of climb, and destination is 291 nautical miles away. Kevin, I see Dave has a chat system on both sides and left and right. Yes. So here is my OBS chat. Exactly the same as on my right side. The studio, actually the YouTube studio, where I have also the chat open. Of course, on my right screen it will be a little bit faster than on my left screen, because that's why I sometimes look at the right side. So there's a little bit of a delay on my left OBS screen then. And in front we see a director, and if I need to check my ground speed, that's 184 at 8,500 feet. So 184 knots in ground speed. So it will be very difficult, I think, for Dirkster to stay with me.
Contact Tokyo Center on 119.35. Good day.
119.35 for Juliet Charlie. Tokyo Center Juliet Alpha 0 for Juliet Charlie 9000.
So yeah, very nice plane, and I think it's worth the money. Almost 10,000 feet. But it's a very dangerous plane, because since 2000, the year 2000, there are at least 18 crashes with this plane. 18. 10,000 feet, so we can turn off landing lights. So far all the lights are out. Now I have no clue why those goes on when we are in idle. There's so ahead already. Yes, that was to be expected here. Also 10,000 feet. Yeah. All right. So 10,800 feet. Have 186 ground speed. 160 indicated. Of course, this plane is a lot slower than a 737. Thanks for what speed you do, what you fly at. 160 indicated and 186 ground speed. And Dexter, if you are interested in this plane, I would say go for it. For this plane, it's not so difficult. I was expecting it more difficult. Of course, I have that one problem that I need to see what there is going on from the pressure, because I have no brakes. So when we land, I will not have any brakes. So 12,300 feet, we go to 20,000 feet, and from there we go to cruise mode. So we just do this. Where's my flight plan? So we have a lot of data here. Next, I have to admit that I do have about the ATR already, but haven't had not time yet to learn. Okay, no problem. And Dexter, you are not sure that you can fly that slow? I do some holds here and there. Okay, nice. And so here we have our flight plan, so you can click on the screen. And then you get your plan back. So yeah, to be honest, I don't find it that difficult. Of course, there is one issue that I have no pressure now. When I have the throttle open, it seems to be fine, but in idle, I have no hydraulic pressure. So I don't know what I did wrong. So we put anti-icing on. Actually, we needed to do that already, way before. So this is the ATR 42 in the 600 series, and yeah, I'm very happy with that. Maybe next time we'll fly the bigger one, 72. Carwin Davis, I just is it just you and Director that are flying today? Yes, just me and Director. Joe is not here. Probably he still sleeps. It's Monday morning for him, and it's Labor's Day. And then also Knight at Night is not here, so also it's Sunday for him. Cheers.
Ramen. Subscribe to the channel.
Come in, your wife is kind giving you vitamins while you are in business. Yes, indeed. Rayman or Raman. I don't know how you need to pronounce it. If I do it wrong, let me know, and my excuse. But thank you very much for joining the stream, and also for subscribing. Thank you very much. So 16,500 feet. We have a ground speed of 141. Actually, we can give it a little bit more power. No, that's in yellow. That's not good. That was not a good thing. And like I said before, the throttles are very sensitive. I hope they can do something about it, because you cannot adjust the sensitivity of it in the simulator itself. So we make a right turn at 17,300 feet. Dirk is in front of us. Of course, it's a bit hard for him to stay close with us, because he has a 737. So we have a beautiful engine. It's brand new. Now there is something that I was it with this plane? No, it was with another livery that I saw some things on the outside. I think it is livery related. But that is coming up for the next flight with the ATR 72. But then we have some textures that are not good, or delivery that is not good, where the paint is missing right here, or some places. Beautiful weather, I like this, and also I like Japan. I like to fly here. In the meantime, we have 11 likes, so thank you guys for liking the stream. I really appreciate that. Also, the people that were this morning in my stream, sorry for the very short one. But if they're changing runways all the time, I can not do anything about that. In the meantime, we go looking to the vote. I have 11 votes. And do you like the ATR 4272? And I have 100% yes. 11 votes, so 11 people like the ATR. That's nice to see. So less than 100 to go. uh, 400 feet. Kevin Daves, I like it when they had vitamins and notification come with a new sub. And he did a pause to get the name right with a pause face. Yeah, well, it's very important for me that I pronounce the names as good as possible or correct as possible. Sometimes it's not possible, but yeah. That is but I always need to mention those things that happening. Subscribers, donations, people that join the chat, very important. So, and everyone is welcome. Dexter, sorry, back. Had to look up briefly how to enter the hold in the FMC, but holding and now at the payload. Well, that's something that I still need to learn with any plane. So I think it's a good thing that you fly the 737, so now you have another moment to learn your plane or memorize. Speed. Okay, so we go to a cruising altitude or set. Need to set the barrel. And now we go to cruise. Monitor speed. Carwin, is it a short flight? 1 hour and 25 minutes, 26 minutes. That's the flight time for today. And then Elliot, good evening, welcome to the stream. Hope you are doing fine, mate. And Dexter, that's true, yeah. So you have another possibility or another chance to learn your plane. Yes. I'm not quite sure what I need to do, because we are pretty slow, so I will power up a bit. And why my right engine is not following. So actually my plane don't want to cruise more than that. Elliot finally started making a few cinematics again. Okay, nice to hear. And then Karen, hope you are well to Elliot. And Elliot, yes, good, and thanks, and to you, Karen. But since we don't get the speed that we need, everything was working well when I was testing this plane, but now it is not. Alright, so we go to VNAV once again. VNAV alt. Navigation. Okay. Heading course. Set. We're also a little bit high. But that thing is not doing what it needs to do. A little bit more power than. And then my right engine goes to the yellow zone. That's not good. Also my left engine. And now it goes all the way back to 68, even less. 66. Carwin, I am good. I have 2 weeks before I am on holiday up north to Elliot. And Carwin, I was watching a Wellington flight live yesterday, and my name is on member credit. Oh, nice, nice, nice. 4-member list. So I don't know what I am doing wrong now, but yeah, it seems that I do something wrong. And Calvin, you saw Air New Zealand consoles and stuff on that stream. Oh, nice,
Tokyo
nice,
Center,
nice, nice.
Juliet Alpha 04 Juliet Charlie flight level 200.
Juliet Alpha 04, Juliet Charlie Tokyo Center. Continue as planned.
So we'll put that enough. Roll hold. Enough. Enough. Right breaker on. Oh, okay. Dexter, what's the problem that you are having? Well, I cannot get up to speed. Normally it need to be right here. And before everything was working very well, and now it's not. And if I power up, it's not doing what it should do, because it goes to the yellow. Just a little bit more power and it goes in yellow. The flaps and air brakes are all stashed away. Yes, that is all gone. But it goes automatically back to 67%. At least the right engine. Very weird. I can set the power by myself as well. I'm gonna do that. So that's weird. This comes back to 67 and this not. So if I power up more on the right engine, then it goes to yellow once again. We'll leave it a bit to see, 100%. And it's just a slightly a touch more, but now it's actually full power. So we'll go full power all the way. And then there's you are some distance behind me, now leaving the hold, alright, and then Carwin, they always say a good day, alright. So now we are on maximum speed, and then hopefully we reach our cruising speed, 20,000 feet, that's okay now. But we are at cruise mode. And guys, then for tomorrow we have another flight. It's Labor's Day, so actually we cannot work tomorrow. But tomorrow we do a flight from Rennes in France to Brussels South Charleroi in Belgium. And so we do that with the PMDG 737 and I will fly the 600, and that's for tomorrow, a tutorial flight, especially for the people that want to learn a little bit more about the 737. Then we have a flight for them from cold and dark, started up my way, and then we try to learn the other people something, an easy startup actually, and especially for Knight at Night. He asked for it, so we will do that flight tomorrow. It will be a short flight, so I will explain very slowly everything and go through the steps with the pilot. So that is for tomorrow. Then Tuesday we have a flight in Melbourne, so from Melbourne to the Gold Coast in Australia. We do that with the PMDG 737-800 because the pilots that don't know how to fly a 737 can join the flight on Monday, and then we do a complete flight with the 737-800 and on Tuesday. Wednesday we have a farming simulator flight. We do some farming on Wednesday, and then Thursday we have a flight from Düsseldorf in Germany to Barcelona in Spain with a fly-by-wire A320 Neo. We do that with Eurowings and a Pilot's Life Chapter 2. And then Friday we have another flight, and we fly from Kotoka International in Ghana to Roberts International in Liberia, and we do that with the A310 from Enable. Karin, what is bank day that you said, like bank holiday? I don't know. Tomorrow is Labour Day. And I'm in a holiday today. I took a day off. Very weird, because we cannot reach our cruising speed that we should have, and we are at 102% or almost 103%. So flaps are 0. So I don't know what is going on actually. This is an auto. Everything should be fine. So I will reduce the power a bit before we damage the engines. You see they go back to yellow once again, and very sensitive those are. And I was not struggling with that. So I did something wrong now. Before it was all working fine. At the perfect speed everywhere at any moment. Maybe I need to check the wind. 78 knots. Maybe that's the reason. And they go back to 67 point a bit. 0.4. So yeah. I think that is cruise power. Karin, in New Zealand we don't have that. Okay, I didn't know that. And the extra can it have to do with the, I forgot the term, alignment of the propeller blade. No, because they are set in auto. And the rest you cannot do anything. We have also cabin pressure. I actually didn't check that out. So what else we have? We have a thing that we cannot use here. Then maybe it has to do with the wind. We are slowing down again, so we have 221 now, but we have a yeah, a bit of a headwind of 77 knots. And also, I don't know which one is correct. What is the inside temperature? That's the front. I'm just checking everything that I didn't forget anything. Yeah, it's a bit weird. Before everything was working perfectly. Now we are going pretty slow. So the flight will take a little bit longer now, and the extra need to go even slower. And I like the look as it is. I like this. I like the plane. It's not the most beautiful one, but it's nice. And the extra is right here. So ground speed 214 knots. And we have a wind of 76 knots. Top of descent 113.3 nautical miles. There is like the A310, I think it looks much nicer when in the air. Yeah, it is. If you see it like this, it's quite okay, and like this as well. But on the ground, it looks awful. But I really like to fly this plane. We have a nice look around. The sound is okay. Just wish it was a little bit louder. And Dexter also really like the high wings as well as the high tail. Yeah, that's very special for this plane. And this is also, yeah, it's just that you mount it on the cabin and you're good to go. Just as 146, yeah. And I think the people will like this plane, and that was something that we were missing in the simulator actually. A plane like this. Now maybe also someone is working on the Dash 8 maybe. It's also something interesting. I have actually no clue who's working on the Q or the Dash 8. So. So is it possible that it has everything to do with the wind? I need to test that out further than what I already did. Because it set the power actually to cruise on 76 automatically if you do this. Next time maybe I will make my way through the official tutorial videos for the ATR into tomorrow. Well, yeah, no problem, mate. Hydraulic pump. Take off config. There were two buttons that I didn't see before. Everything needs to work very quick. And I wish actually that those make those planes also with an indication light for all those buttons instead of only autopilot and then what side the autopilot is working on. We can also click on this, have all the information. There's why can I not see you on my radar? I'm catching up and getting closer. Is my transponder on? Because I didn't set my transponder. Where is my transponder? Oh, we don't have that. Or maybe I don't have a transponder, that's why you cannot see me. Maybe. So with this we can actually see our screens here, change our settings, performance. Alright, we go here, NEWSKY. Oh, we have also a camera on board, so if there's someone wants to enter our plane, we also can see that right here on the cockpit. So there is no one. And then so that's a video, and then we have the map there. Alright. And actually we can zoom in and zoom out, I believe, right here. Proc menu. So if you click on everything, then you will find out for what it is. They probably have no transponder and in the plane, and that is why we cannot you cannot see me on the radar, I believe. That is not working. was wind 75 knots. Very strange. And so Japan, a very beautiful country actually to fly. You have a bit of everything here. You have a nice island. You have hills. You have water, and a bit of everything. Cloud. A volcano. And then we turn. Now we will get a headwind. Also, for the people that want to join my virtual airlines, always welcome. And we need more pilots to fill in all the planes that we have, because that costs a lot of money. And also today I have 26 packs on board from the 48 places on board of this aircraft. Yeah, I reduced the prices a bit and give a 10% discount on all the passengers for the next flight. So hopefully next time we will have a little bit of more passengers, because we need some money for that. We make more than $1 million loss. Carwin, I like the ATR as they put the speed up and it goes down the runway. And I like it how they make a howling sound when coming to park. So we have some issues here. It seems that it sometimes stops. Or was that just my simulator that stopped? Alright, back to the cockpit. And we have 96 nautical miles for our top of descent, and even our speed is lower than before, because now we have a really headwind. So yeah, our flight will take a bit more time. I see your name and I see your lights as well. I see your light blinking somewhere sometimes. There you are somewhere. Here you are. I cannot see your plane. I see your lights blinking. That's what I can see. Still behind. Yeah. So this is really a fuel saver, this plane. Dexter just had a look. By the way, the TCAS panel in the ATR is on the center column, I think. Yeah, well, I don't see it. Further back. Wait. Mm. So that's everything what we have. Oh, okay. Then my reference was different. Different. Yeah, that's all what we have here. On frame, then no. That's all what we have. So 86 nautical miles to go for our top of descent. If you check out our flight plan, I go to here. Don't know the height of the runway, so I can always check right here on a little nav map. I'm always running that on every single flight. So it seems to be 10,000 feet. Dexter, 65 nautical miles to top of descent. Okay. Dexter, can you see the altitude of the airport Osaka? Because it says 10,000 feet. That cannot be correct. Or is that 39 feet? That will be it. I think 39 feet and not 10,000 feet. And let me in meantime and check this. 39 feet. Okay, thank you. Because it says 39, but also 10,371 feet. Yeah, but that is the length. Okay, the length. Okay, no problem. Runway conditions, alright, dry. So that's for the landing data. So that's 2,686 feet. And we have 10,371 feet. Actually, 10 is written here, 10,322. Alright. There should be a right back, no problem. It seems my flight plan disappeared here. And then a TCAS above. What that is? So we have a TCAS system. There's my top pen. So if someone knows how to activate the TCAS system or where it's located, let me know. Currently it's like 16 degrees today, few drizzle about banks. Alright, in Christchurch. Well, here today it was 17 with a maximum of 18 degrees Celsius. Very sunny, very beautiful day today. I was very happy. Unfortunately, and no stream, or yeah, the stream didn't take long. But other than that, very beautiful day. Very happy. So we are past halfway now, and it's already quarter before 11 local time here in Brussels. When in Japan it's still night. So in ground speed is 207. That's pretty slow. But I believe everything has to do with the wind. Dexter, did you go bowling then this weekend at Carwin Davis? And then Carwin Davis, I missed your stream this morning as I didn't know. Yeah, but it was not long. We just saw a few planes and then the runway changed once again. They are changing the runways constantly during the weekend, it seems. Yeah, they were constantly changing the runway. Yeah, you overtook me again. I even didn't see it, but I cannot go faster than this. I think it has everything to do with the wind that we have. 75 knots headwind, and also I see here TCAS above. So what that means? Sean Delaney, welcome to the stream, mate, and with the balls on a Sunday. Yes, on Sunday, because I have a day off today, so didn't need to work. So welcome, Sean, and I hope you are doing fine on this Sunday. Welcome. And then Carwin, I didn't go bowling, Dexter, go every Wednesday. So Sean, today we are flying the ATR 42 to 600. But we are flying pretty slow, and I guess everything has to do with the wind. And yeah, that TCAS system in transponder I don't find. Next, you will be holding at Koa, alright. And Sean, doing great things. Okay, nice to hear you, that mate, that you are doing fine and great. Nice. So there were 18 accidents with this plane. So I will go a little bit over the history of this plane. So this plane is actually, the first flight was on October 27 October and 1988, and the introduction was on 27 October in 1989. So the first plane was for Finnair. Calvin Dexter, I don't rent shoes, wear my own shoes. Okay, and then Sean, how are you doing, mate? I'm doing fine, mate. Just a bit tired, but otherwise I'm fine. Yes, thank you, thank you. So that is the ATR from 88 or 89, and then we had the latest crash actually, so 18 accidents of the ATR aircraft since the year 2000. So on January 15, 2023, Yeti Airlines crashed with the ATR 72, the 500, and in Nepal. So people on board 72, fatalities 72. So unfortunately. Then on November 6, 22, Precision Air also with an ATR 42 500. Location Tanzania, and 43 people on board and fatalities 19. On February 18, and that's always a sad day for me, personally. It should be a nice day, but it's always a sad day for me. Iran Azman or Azman Airlines with the ATR 72 212, and it was located in Iran. People on board 66 and fatalities 66. On December 13, 2017, Westwind Aviation ATR 42 300 had a crash in Canada. And people on board 25, fatalities 0. That they were lucky. And if you see the picture of the plane, it's a miracle. Sean, not the biggest fan of the ATR, but it looks good. Yeah, it's also not my favorite plane. Of course, it don't look that great, but it's a nice plane to fly. And then this type of aircraft we were missing in the sim. So. Then we had on December 7, 2016, Pakistan International Airlines with ATR 42 500 in Islamabad, Pakistan. So 48 people on board and fatalities 48. On August 16, 2015, and Trigana Air ATR 42 300 in Indonesia. 54 people on board and fatalities 54. So everyone died in that crash. And on February 2015, TransAsia Airways with ATR 72 600 in Taipei, Taiwan. So that crashed into a river, and people on board 58 and fatalities 43. And then on July 2014, TransAsia Airways with ATR 72 500 in Taiwan, 58 people on board, 47 died in that accident. And then on October 2013 in Lao Airlines with the ATR 72 600, and then it was in Laos, 49 people on board and 49 people died. Do I need to go on? I don't think so. No. Alright, the fun is done. Dexter, you are making me nervous with Walls Productions. I still have to land this plane. Yeah. Sean, it goes careful. Dexter to Kevin Davis. I just wondered if I have been bowling only a few times in my life, and it surprised me initially, and that shoes will be rented. Yeah, that's always the case. Unless you have your own shoes. So you assume you Would own your own pair. Sean, imagine your captain announcing this on the intercom. Nah. Look, my streams is all about how not to do it, yeah? So that's also something that you don't need to do as a captain of your own aircraft, yeah? So you don't need to pronounce all the accidents with that type of plane that you're now flying. Kevin, yes, Dexter, but you can wear your own shoes, as you know, and that is the white color, yeah. Kevin, that's a lot of info, David, on this plane. Yeah, there are still more, 18 accidents, so... Kevin, David, I had 2 pictures on Discord, okay, check it out. And Dexter, actually, I'm usually really enjoy bowling when I went. And I make that up again. It's really good fun, even if your legs hurt the next day. Well, I like it too, bowling, but I'm not so good in it. What's Aria? Stand by. Oh, what's this? Has this something to do with our alt mode? Stand by. Not good. So we go back to progress page. Now we see that we have 30 nautical miles to go for our top of descent. It will be a bit of a longer flight, I believe, today because of the wind. 80 knot headwind. So I believe that will be the issue today. Other planes are not so affected by that. But this plane is not so powerful, of course. And there we have another airport. Sean, does everything work? Most of the things work, not every switch or knob is working, but yeah, we have this, we have the payload, performance, aircraft, maintenance, options. This is working. Also you can open this, and those knobs are working as well, not here, just this one, and this one. You can also open this and you can do something here. I will not do that right now. I will do that offline and see what that will give. Also this knob is working, and then some buttons here as well. Also the sunscreen is working. So most of the things are working. Now the throttles are very sensitive, too sensitive to my liking. Doors are working. Circuit breakers are not working so far as I tested. Those things are working. On the seat itself, nothing. Yeah, all the knobs here are working as well. So the most things, yeah, and it's a pretty complete plane, but there are still some bugs in it, and things that need to be improved, to be honest. Impressive for 20 bucks aircraft, yeah. If you have the deluxe version or the higher versions of Microsoft Flight Simulator, it's even 13 bucks, 12.99 euros. So that's what I paid for this plane. And once also a SimBrave is not integrated, there's a walk around for it through the CRG, but I didn't do it but I will include sim brief in it. So for now, yeah, you just need to do everything manual. Also, if you put in some airways, then your MCDU will crash actually, and it will break and will not work anymore. So then you need to restart your flight. So back to the main menu, yeah, not main menu, just go out of this flight and click on restart, and then you can start again. So I had that during my testing of my flight plan, and if I will put the flight plan right here, and everything was fine from start to finish. Almost was everything working fine, but on the approach, if I put in like a MEDA, I believe it was, also 30 TH2, that gave a problem. 30 lock as well. So those things break the MCDU.
133.5 for 4 Juliet Charlie.
There was a one
Tokyo
more
Center,
just
Juliet Alpha
just
04
before the
Juliet
runway,
Charlie, flight level 200.
ML or something, and that was working.
Juliet Charlie Tokyo Center. Continue as planned.
Sean, what is that to the right of the throttle is for propellers? Yeah, it's actually your fuel management or something, but that is something you can feather it, cut off fuel, and then override right here, and then you have auto. You always run it in auto, so that is what you use. So the rest you don't need to change that, just to cut off the fuel and to start it up. And then you have your flaps right here. This is your brake, parking brake. Yeah, that's it. If you push this button, if you do this, then you cannot use your reverse thrust. If you do this, then you can use your reverse thrust. I recommend to use it because the throttles are very sensitive, and if you do this and you put your throttles back, you cannot go further than idle. If you don't do that and you keep it like this, then you will use your reverse thrust when you don't need it. So we just will use that for a landing, and we put it like this, and then after that to back this. So this yeah, it's very simple. You have no APU or something, so pretty simple. The only problem that I had today are actually two problems. If I'm in idle, the engines or the throttle thrust levers are in idle, I have no hydraulic pressure. All those lights goes on. I have no brakes. So before I didn't have that, or didn't see that either. Dexter, are you descending already? 8 nautical miles. Normally that should be on my screen. Top of descent need to be on my screen. I didn't see that yet. Why is that? And I need to change my altitude. And will that automatically change? No, I don't do anything. So that's good. So we go to 2000 feet. It's weird because normally I should see that on my screen. So there is my top of descent, 5 nautical miles. So there it is. Descending about now. Okay. So here's my top of descent. Normally, I think it starts to descend automatically. We select 3900, so we can go a little bit lower still. $1,700, $1,900, one more. There you go. So we are almost on the top of the sun. And we keep an eye on it to see if it's descending automatically. I believe it was. So 1 hour and 12 minutes into the flight. Flight time was normally 1 hour and 26 minutes. Now we should go down. There we go. So nice, it goes automatically. Of course, now we will speed up. Normally it should also manage our speed. If not, then we need to do something. And where is the director? Is right back. Double back probably. There he is. There we have 22 nautical miles to go to our destination. So at 8 o'clock, 8:11 we will arrive there, local time. Actually 58 nautical miles, so that's the next waypoint. Make a turn. There's behind you. Yep, I saw it. We also need to keep an eye on our speed. So now I have actually more power than when I was in cruise. Very weird. So yeah, it has no auto throttle, but it has like sort of an auto throttle. It's the same thing as in the 146, pretty much the same system. Now we see if the power goes down. Now we need to manipulate the thrust reverse, no, thrust levers. We go too fast. Okay, we reduce the throttle. Carwin, there's a put caps lock and I won't like that. No. Yeah. No, I really have no issues with that, and Nightbot will also have no issues, I believe, with it. So there we have a transponder in our plane, but it's on standby, and I really don't know. Here is the transponder written, but I don't know where it's located. I have no clue. Need to find it out. 15,600 feet. There's a to Carwin, good point. So I will reduce my speed already. I will set that at 220. Try to do that. Going like Nightbot rule set and no caps locks. No. Okay, so we are coming closer to Osaka in Japan. And Dexter is already lower than us. Dexter, I was looking for an add-on for Osaka, but couldn't find anything. Is the default airport halfway decent? I have no clue. It was a long time ago that I was flying to Osaka, to be honest. I was flying here in the beginning, but now I have the payware version. So yeah, that is what we will see today, and not a standard one. So I need to reduce more.
For Juliet Charlie, contact Kansai approach on 120.45. Good day.
Oh, and there's my thrust reversers.
120.45
Gee.
for Juliet Charlie.
Why are we
Kansai
going
approach
thrust
Juliet
reverse?
Alpha
Oh
0
no,
for
we
Juliet
don't
Charlie,
go into thrust
12,100
reverse.
feet.
What is that noise?
Juliet Alpha 04 Juliet Charlie Kansai approach QNH to 9.9 continue as planned. For Juliet Charlie, contact Tokyo Center on 133.5. Good day.
Dexter,
Going to
the
133.5 for
landing
Juliet
on
Charlie.
station 1. Well,
Tokyo Center Juliet
chance
Alpha
is big.
04 Juliet
But for me,
Charlie,
it's payware, but I didn't
11,700
check it
feet.
out.
Juliet
So
Alpha
we'll see.
04 Juliet Charlie Tokyo Center QNH to 9.9 continue as planned.
11,400
For Juliet Charlie, contact
feet.
Kansai approach on 120.45. Good day.
Going to 120.45 for Juliet Charlie. Kansai approach Juliet Alpha 04 Juliet Charlie 11,200 feet.
Juliet Alpha 04 Juliet Charlie Kansai approach.
So the first time I fly a new plane, everything goes well. And then I say, okay, I'm ready to do a stream with it. And then I'm struggling. I have no clue why I don't keep the speed, the selected speed, or indicate the speed that I put in. Why I don't do that. And before it was working fine, no problems. So why not now? $10,000 feet. Lights can come on. Timber sign is on. Also that the approach button is not working, or maybe I do something wrong with it. That was not working when I was trying to land with it. I did a few flights here in Belgium. Just short hops. And welcome to Osaka, Japan. It will be a very big place here. As big as Belgium, I believe. $8,800 feet. and then we will see how good my landings will be. The landing of my record, I believe, or close to. Actually, I don't remember, but it was a very big number because I went straight down with nose down from 20,000 feet to sea level. Now it seems to be keeping my speed here to 18. What if we do that and lower? So we just select that speed. Need to be less even. There is the runway. I think we need to go around. And we go to approach. I will put a sky dolly on. There is a white behind us. We'll try to make it. 195. That is too fast for flap 1. Still too fast. On 89. 3,900 feet. Speed brakes we don't have, I believe. I was just testing that, but that isn't working. No speed brakes. Speed is still too high. It's 180. Come on, slow down. Gear, landing gear down. And there is our runway, so it will be very tight. Up to. Actually, I don't know the numbers, exact numbers. It will be something with 15 and 20, something like that. What we have, 137. Alright. Carvin, I was watching Airliners Live earlier. They got a great music tune beginning and end. Oh, nice, nice, nice. So what music is that? We have flaps full. Landing gear is down, and we're going straight for impact. And I will release this so we can use our thrust reverse. 500 feet. Open your eyes at the start and chasing stars. Oh, why my plane is doing that? Why is doing that? Damn plane. And we have that thing again. Okay, so my plane didn't want to land. I have no clue why. Speed up. And correct.
100,
There we go.
50, 40, 30, 20,
Struggling.
10,
THROTTLE is on, yes. And immediately went off center and then, sorry, and I need to make space for Dirkster, so I turn this off. Good night, hello everyone, I forgot about this stream. Oh, no problem, mate. I will park next to the runway here for Dirkster, and then we will see Dirkster landing. The Jewish redneck prepper, Shalom. Welcome to the stream, mate. Hope you are doing fine. And then we go to Dirkster, and Dirkster is already on the ground. Oh, I missed that. And in the center line. Going like that night, you can always watch the for that one. So that night, welcome mate, and a good evening for you. So as you can see, I pushed the brakes, and that plane that don't do anything because we have no hydraulic pressure. So also need to find out how that comes.
Osaka Airport information. Kilo
I didn't ask for that. Exit
Osaka
parking.
ground Juliet Alpha 04 Juliet Charlie request taxi to parking.
Juliet Alpha 04, Juliet Charlie taxi to general aviation parking.
So one landing was not great today, unfortunately.
For Juliet Charlie, did you hear my last transmission?
Taxiing to general aviation parking for Juliet Charlie.
And then we go and taxi to our parking space. Normally we have some green dots, but not today it seems. I also need to turn on those taxi lights, landing lights off. So welcome in Osaka. We made it. So if you practice a bit with this plane, the landings can be very great. It's not so hard. So if you practice a bit with it and so always, if you fly always this plane, then it should be fine. Kevin, I have never been to Japan. Well, me either. Never was in Japan. I really like to visit Japan as well. Like a lot of Asian countries. Also Korea, South Korea, or Vietnam, Cambodia. So we'll park right here. That's a good option. Don't think so. Alright. Right, is it to prepare this plane? Oh, we cannot stop. Parking brake. There we go. We have no hydraulic pressure, that's why we cannot stop. So we turn this on. Alright. There we go. You're signing. Yeah. Thank you, Colin. So this is a Paver airport in Osaka. And there is Mr. Drexler with this L7378. So tonight, what you exactly mean is to prepare, or how is it to prepare this aircraft? And we have something weird here in bad sector. So yeah, it's not so difficult to prepare this aircraft actually. It's quite straightforward, but when I was testing this, everything was working fine. But when I do that on stream, I'm missing something. So hydraulic pressure. So from cold and dark, yeah, so it's okay to do that. Today just on the stream I had an issue, and you see all the things here blinking. Yeah, so I have no hydraulic pressure. If you watch here, all the lights are on. So when I power up, it is fine. But other than that, the icing can go off. I don't know why I don't have hydraulic air pressure. No clue. I need to find it out. First things we do is I need to cut the engines for NEWSKY. So for the people that want to join, so welcome to join NEWSKY. We go to my flight, and we are there. Make it longer. Actually, I need to cut the engines. There we go. Flight ended. Do you want to close it? And close flight. There we go. So we check right here, and then we can see what I did wrong. So I have 8.09. I was expecting better this time. So off center line, take off 4.72 meters from center line, and I need to be within 4 meters. Really? So 0.04. Unstable approach below 2,300 feet. Bank angle. Yeah. So it started to turn suddenly. I don't know why. So we have there also points losing, and then off center landing 18 meters. So that gives me a lot. Long landing, just a little bit long than 711 maximum accepted. And then great touchdown, 91 feet a minute, and then altimeter and not standard QNH. Yeah, also points here. And we lost $485 that we lost for the flight. We had only 26 passengers. So that's the situation right now. All right. So then we go back to our landing, and for that I go to a SkyDollar. So I stop the recording, and then we play. So yeah, I think it's not that difficult to start this plane up from cold and dark. It's working pretty well. It's just the hydraulic pressure is not working when engines are on idle. That's the only thing. Before it was working, and now I don't know what I did wrong. Of course, now we have no engine sound anymore because engines are turned off. Can I turn them on? once again.
Roger 4 Juliet Charlie.
Next, I landed okay. Alright. But you were centered, so that I saw already that you were centered, so that's already good. The landing itself I didn't see. I was too late. But I was struggling with keeping it centered, and then with thrust reversers and the brakes, and yeah, it was with a bit struggling. So it was very weird on my approach here that I suddenly started to bank to the right. So the autopilot started to bank right. So you will see that immediately, because I'm not doing anything, it's just a replay or a reset of the plane, and not a replay. Dexter, not sure why, but struggled to keep her on the center line. It wasn't that windy. Actually, I didn't check the wind speed. I can see 3 knots. 3 knots. Yeah, headwind. A little bit from the right. So here we have Osaka city, and we will land very shortly. Dexter pushed it to the right. Yeah. So here we start our bank. Suddenly, I needed to correct and take over control. I don't know why it's doing that, because we are in approach mode, and that was working fine until that moment. Or maybe it has to do with that last waypoint. I believe that is, yes. I will check again, but it has to do with that last waypoint. I see now. I could not put that in. So here we were a bit struggling, pushing, pulling, pushing, pulling. That's why the plane is a little bit going down. And actually it was a touchdown, so we almost flipped over. We go a little bit back to see if we landed a center or not. I guess not. It's like that we are dancing on the sea. And here we go suddenly also to the right, and that oh, we is over the ground. Sean Butter, did you face any problems importing the pipeline from Simbrave? That is not working. There's only a workaround that, but originally it's not working or not implemented on this plane. That will come into the future, but at the moment it don't work. There is a workaround through the CRG that you can do. There are some steps that you need to do for that, but I didn't do it. So I will just wait until they update that thing here, and then it should be fine.
For Juliet Charlie radar contact, 2 miles southeast of Osaka, 100 feet. QNH to 9.88.
Here we go again. Not a great landing. Long landing. It's a new plane, so I wanted to keep it new. So then we go from the inside. There we go, from the inside, and Kevin, I like the sound of the can opening when they opened. It's like one stream said, beautiful sound. Yeah. Opening a can of vitamin. That I have been reading the comments about this plane. It is full of bugs. People are frustrated. Yeah, there are bugs. There are little problems. Throttle is sensitive, very sensitive. Yeah, that are a little bit of the things. Also, the lights but there are minor things. Actually, you see also the light here flashing. It is also coming through here sometimes, light where it's not supposed to be. So, there are some issues, but I believe they will fix it. As long as they fix it, it will be fine, because for this price I believe it's a nice plane, or it can be a very nice plane. We cannot open anything right here. Alright. So bugs, yeah. What are the other bugs? If you put way airways in the MCDU, you break your MCDU and you can restart in the flight. Also with some waypoints at the end of the approach, it will break your MCDU, and then you can restart your flight. So that's also a thing. So don't put too much waypoints in it, and then it will be fine. So yeah, bugs, a lot of bugs. But other than that, it's a pretty nice plane to fly. I like to fly it. It's not the most beautiful plane, but that's just a personal thing. And yeah, but I like to fly it. It flies nice. And if they update the bugs and stuff, well, it's a very nice plane to have. And especially for, I paid 13 euro, 12.99, and for the people that have the standard version of Microsoft Flight Simulator, you pay 19.99. And if this is bug free and get some updates, then it's more than worth the money. Tonight an update will be released soon for sure. I hope so, and then it will be a very nice plane to have, and a plane that everyone was missing, I believe, in that segment, or yeah, something like that. Right, if they don't fix it, I will ask a refund. And then Sean, alright folks, have a good night and a great week. Thank you very much, Sean. Thanks for your company, and I wish you a very nice Sunday for you, the rest of the Sunday, and also a great week. So Sean, if you want to know how to start from cold and dark a 737, tomorrow we do a tutorial on that and a short flight. Starting up with Wolf Productions away the 737. And then that night, a good night to Sean and Delaney. Like that night, how come you're streaming on Sunday? Because I have a day off today. So that's why. And Kevin Davis and night everyone there in Brussels and others. So Kevin, have a wonderful day, mate. Enjoy your day, and see you tomorrow. Also tomorrow, probably depending on the runways, there will be a stream at the airport, so that I'm planning for, and then probably my son will be there as well. And Dexter, I'll see you next time, Sean, Delaney, and enjoy tomorrow's day off. And then Carwin, that night because of a holiday. Alright. So tomorrow we have done the 737 tutorial plus a flight that we do. I put it online right now. So I will use the 737-600. That's what I will use, but it's the same for every PMDG. It's just the same, so you can use the one that you like. I will do a tutorial, and together with Ignite at Night, and we do it step by step, and yeah, we take our time, and then we will fly from France, from Rennes actually, at in France to Brussels South Charter 1 in Belgium. So that's a short flight, around an hour, so we have a bit of time to start up and explaining everything in the 737. Sean, wait, you guys are off tomorrow. Yes, Labor Day tomorrow. And then Dexter, have a good day to Carwin Davis. Dexter to Sean, Labor Day, 1st of May. Yes, I got that day off. And then Dexter, you don't. That night, happy Labor Day. Oh, and then Dexter, thank you. It's already, no, it's a bit early. But yeah, for night it's already Labor Day. And then happy Labor Day to you, mate. That night I will use that too. All right. So the 600, I have an issue with the 600. If I load the 600 the second time, or I load first another plane and then the 600 or any PMDG, that plane don't work. So I can show you. First we do another just fly over the airport first. So this is how the airport looks, payware. Yeah, and then we will load the 600 or a PMDG, and you will see my plane is broken. I have that all the time. So Sean, to director. Oh, okay, nice. Our Labor Day is in September. Okay. And then Carwin, our Labor Day is in November, in case people were wondering. Okay, thank you for the information, mate. So once again, this is the airport in Osaka. And then I will use this. We go to main menu, and then I show you what I mean. And we go to the 737, and then normally it will not work. And if I restart the sim and I go directly to the 737, it works fine. Yeah, and there we have a crash to desktop. Thank you. So I will not show it today. So guys, I want to thank you then for the stream and watching and flying director. So thank you very much, mate. So yeah, I cannot show it. I will try to show it tomorrow because I've just crashed to desktop. Nice. Because lucky that the flight is done. So guys, thanks for flying. Thanks for watching. Thanks for your company, and I see you next time. So tomorrow, from France to Belgium in the 737, but we first do a tutorial how to start it from cold and dark. And then there's Chandelier. Where is that then? Country. Sean, the USA. Sean, crash to desktop. Yep. And Dexter to Whitwell selection. A pleasure. Thank you very much, mate. It is also a pleasure to have you. And then Dexter do this mean we will get no music. You will get music. You will get music. No problem. Alright guys, thanks for watching and enjoy your Labor's Day tomorrow. And tomorrow we will do more labor on the flight simulator. So see you then guys. Thank you very much and see you tomorrow. Bye bye. And I will put the music on for the one that wants it. There we go.